Okay. Yay! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Galleria. We are in the place to be. We have a very, very special guest today. We have Robby. What's up, Robby?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
And we have hookah. You know how we do it. This is the norm. So, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. This is a series to highlight people who are doing really amazing things in the city, making a name for themselves, putting other people on, just building an empire altogether.
Right.
So, welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good. How do you feel? It's Sunday.
I feel good. I'm here. Happy I got the call. I feel important.
Good. Good. I'm glad you feel important. So, I met you through Drea.
Yeah.
I met Drea in 2020, and she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend needs someone to work his events." So I'm like, "Okay." I put all my trust in Drea. I'm like, I know she's not gonna put me in nothing crazy.
Nah.
And ever since I started working with you, it's been great. We have a great team, and it's always fun.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about 88 events. How did it start for you? What is like, this is your baby, so.
Yeah, that's my baby. 88 events, it started, like my name is Robby. I was born in 1988. That's what.
Like, what is 88? I thought it was something all important. Then somebody was like, it's the year he was born.
Yeah, so like that's the year I was born. 88 events. So I like to go out. I like to be out. I like to, be around love, show love, give back. Mm-hmm. And I always just felt like that was like my lane. Like, as far as like when it comes to the events, like I want to give people like experiences. Like people go out all the time and they be like, oh, I mean, the people was there, but it was like, it wasn't no ambiance. Like it wasn't, so I listen to feedback. Like I'm one of them guys who take in feedback, like I brainstorm all the time. I be in the bed like, babe, what you think about this? What you think about that? Like, and I just go from there. But like I'm a very creative person, and I just try to give people experiences that I would want.
Right.
So when I plan my events out, it's like, damn, no, I wouldn't do that. Like, or damn, that gotta make sense for the person. Or damn, we can charge them this, but no, this more like price reasonable. Like I think about all of that. Like, and I just want people to be like, whether it's one person, whether it's two people, whether it's three people, like we're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna be able to, and it's like now everything is all about pictures, so I just try to, create the
make it Instagram.
Yeah, the aesthetics, like, because everybody wants to take a picture. Like everybody in the club, they got their phone out. So like I want you to come to my event, like I want you to party, but I want you to be able to like take a picture and upload it, like and say I was at this event.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I love the hookah. Got the hookah, the first one with the hookah on it.
Yeah.
88 events. It's just me. It's what I represent. It's the brand.
Right. I love that. I love that. What do you feel like are some like staple morals, principles, laws that you go by personally and business wise that have allowed you to have successful business?
Number one, I mind my business. If it don't have nothing to do with me, if it don't apply, let it fly. Number two is you treat people how they want to be treated, or how you would want to be treated. Like you don't never put the people in a situation where you wouldn't do that to them. Like I might not know you, but you come to my event and it might feel like we family, or it might feel like you know me for a long time. Like I walk around, I'm very personable with my people. I check on everybody, make sure, everybody having a good time. If it's something that I could have done better, or something that you think, I take suggestions, everything. Like I just stand on just being a man, like, and just keeping my name clean, doing good business, like just business. Like I don't never want it to be a situation like, best believe if I go and have an event, when I book my staff, Tony, Erica, Dre to oversee, like all my staff, my hookah guys, my DJ, better believe that whether nobody come walk through that door, at the end of the night they getting paid. Whether it's a cash app, whether it's cash, whether it's Zelle, they getting paid. Like, and I feel like that's how you keep your name clean, you know. And you know, you just gotta. I stand on that. Like, you gotta get paid. Like, you provided a service. Like, that's just like I do hookahs. You know, somebody called me out to do hookahs. You know, like, it don't matter if they don't sell one hookah, like, or whatever. I already got paid. Like, you gotta be able to pay your people. Like, you gotta be able to pay your people. Like, and I feel like word of mouth travels. Like, that nigga really fast. Do good business, or that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, I like clean shit. Like, I like doing clean, but can you cuss on here? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like doing clean shit. Like, I like doing clean business. I like, you know, just having good people around me and just trustworthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be able to trust you. Like, I shouldn't be able to have to like come in and watch and oversee my whole event because I don't know if this gonna come back right, or if I don't know if this gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be able to trust you. Like, but yeah, it's just morals and principles that I stand on. Like, minding my business and treat people how they want to be treated, or how I would want to be treated. That's just what I stand on. I stand on that. I
agree. Talk about a time where you may have hit a low a bit, or not, like missed your mark, not reached a goal, whether that's with an event or with hookahs or something, like with anything, and how were you able to get past it or learn from it?
I'm gonna talk about the time I had an event. I had a situation, you know, I was gone for a little while, and I came back, and you know, before I had, you know, left or whatever, I felt like, you know, I was doing good. I had Sundays popping every night at club downtown. We was playing artists. We was doing good. So I'm like, all right, I've been gone for a year. You ain't gonna change nothing. Come back. I tried to do a big coming back joint. Like, I went all out, like probably like 10K in.
Wow. And
it ain't do so good. I took the loss. Everybody got paid. I took the loss. But the next couple of days, I was sick about it. I was sick. And it almost had me like, damn, like, not wanting to quit, but it was just like, the fuck? But I had to like really think like, yo, you can't spend 10K on a party no more. Like, you gotta really just, you know, strategically like market your stuff and know who's your crowd. And because people like you, follow you, and all that, but they won't never show up to your event. Or won't never pull up to your event.
Social media is weird.
It is. Social media is weird, and you'll be thinking like, damn, like, yo, I go out, I support everybody. Like, I expect, and there's certain people I see, grew up with, shake their hands, and you know, they be out at other people's events, but they never step foot in none of mine. Dude, I don't get jealous. I don't feel no type of way about it.
It's just noted.
It's just noted. Like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they be like, damn, yo, how was that joint? My nigga, what was you doing? You could have done that. Like, you ain't gonna make every one, but it's just like, damn, like none. But I mean, you know, to each his own. But yeah, that was one of the times when I was just like, shit, I was sick. Like, I was really sick. I was sick about it. I was like, damn, like.
That's crazy.
I was sick about it. I can't lie. I was sick. Man. Yeah.
So you do, for people who don't know, you do club nights, of course, a few day parties, skate nights, which are my favorite, and you do the annual ball. Do we call that the ball?
Yeah, we call that Champagne and Roses.
Champagne and Roses, yes. That's also one of my big favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your favorite?
My favorite had to be Champagne and Roses. I love the skating too, because I used to like go skating like all the time, like, you know, like years back. Yeah. I love skating. But I would say Champagne and Roses is one of my best. It's clean.
It gives the city a chance to pop out too, like on the dress up.
Like, yeah, on the dress up tip, like, and I like have conversations with guys all the time, like, man, I don't come because I don't got nothing to wear. And then next year they'll really be in there with something to wear. And I be telling people like, yo, you can go get $100 suit from Zara. You get $100 suit from Zara. You can wear that joint 50, 60, 70 ways. But I would also have to say too though, like, before skating, it would be Champagne and Roses. It would be the brunch and paint. And then it would be the skating.
Now I feel like brunch and paints be the most lit. Like, parties are parties, But when we all in that space, everybody painting, smoking hookah, like people really get so comfortable.
Food, they turn that shit
so
into a day party. Like sometimes they don't even want to paint no more. Like they really turn it into a day party. Like, and it'd be small and it'd be intimate, and it's just like that's what people be needing. Like it's a Sunday, you know, you got catered food, you know, and you just brunching and you painting, you vibing. You got the open bar.
Right.
So that really be.
You do a good job, I would say, too, is bringing up all. You talk about wanting to provide an experience, and I feel like you do that by bringing up all of these small sectors. And now you've gotten to the point where you can have made them all your own. You have the 360, you have the hookahs, champagne walls. Talk about how those ideas came about, and do you even realize like that you've been able to take it to the next level with those things?
With the hookah came about. Me, Ace Franks, and Mo had a weekend in Miami. We got the yacht, and the yacht, and the guy said that we could have hookah.
Okay.
So we was like, yo, why would we pay someone to come do the hookahs when we can do the hookahs ourselves and make the money? So I'm like, yo, let's just buy the hookahs wholesale. Buy the hookahs wholesale. Got them down there, and when we came back, people was asking me like, I was seeing people do hookah events. I'm like, yo, I got these hookahs. I could really turn this into something. And that's when.
So you had the hookahs before.
I had the hookahs before the event, and
wow.
I got my first gig. I think it was like for like 15 hookahs. I called my guy, called C5. I said, C5, we might not have business. He's like, what? I said, well, we might be doing hookahs. Like, for real? I'm like, yeah. So I get the event, you know. And then I ain't had a pricing together. I ain't had nothing together. I'm just like, I'm just grateful to do this event, get my business cards, get myself out there like that. Hookahs started doing good. Now, like, you know, everybody want hookahs. I'm taking the feedback. The hookahs was clean. The guy, you know, he make a good hookah. He was very respectful. So I'm like, all right, yeah, this gonna be my hookah guy. I'm gonna put him in position. So when it comes for the hookah events, he can really run it.
Right.
All I gotta do is just show up, you know, make my
coordinate.
Coordinate, help him set up or whatever the case may be, you know. And it just went from there. I was bought more hookahs, bought the rubber heads, just trying to like invest into the hookahs, like investing into that. So that's how the hookah started. It was just like we had the weekend in Miami. It was like we got these hookahs, we're not ready to throw them away. Let's just keep making the money off of it. So, because hookah is really a thing. Like, and I tell people all the time, like I just told this young lady last week, I said, you will go to an event. I said, I don't drink, but I said, I'll buy a table, I'll do all that. But I said that people will come buy a hookah before they buy liquor.
Absolutely. This even reminds me of when we were in Charlotte, and I think it's a part of a Baltimore thing too. When they had 8 hookahs, we literally was like, we don't know what to do because our city loves hookah.
Yeah,
hookah before liquor half the time.
200 people there. You talking about you got 8 hookahs. I told that guy, I said, man, you trying to cause a riot.
No, for real.
Like, yeah, because they ain't going for that. Like, they and 20 people can't smoke a hookah. Like, one hookah. Like,
absolutely.
Like this.
Yes.
Yeah, 20 people can't smoke a hookah. So that's how the hookah started. Now, next was the 360 camera. So I think that one night Dre was like, I want to be, you know, your partner with the rental stuff. Like I had the hookahs, and she surprised me and bought me a 360
Yes, it was for your birthday.
Yep, she surprised me and bought
I remember that. She texted me like, we gotta put this together, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, she bought me the 360 camera. And I was just like, damn, like that's somebody really likes. That's sewing into your business. Like I know this is what you like to do. Like I might can't get you a space or get you a club, but I'm gonna do something that's gonna get us there.
Exactly.
Like so, that's when the 360 came along. I called Blue Box because he had a 360. I called Blue Box videographer. He got a 360.
Yes.
We had the class. We had the class, and then Skinny, you know, she do the 360. All
shout out to Skinny.
Shout out to Skinny. Like anything with a 360, I call her. I put it on her calendar. She always there. She know what to do. And she just run that. So like it's like Charles running the hookah, she running the 360, and And then the champagne wall came from when I had Champagne and Roses this year. I called my guy, E Electrician, shout out E Electrician. I said, I need you to meet me a champagne wall, bro. So
That was what?
he made the champagne wall, bought the wood, all that, made it. And that's when he was like, yo, you might as well keep it. He was like, yo, do you want to sell it? I'm like, somebody trying to rent it? He was like, yeah. I'm like, shit, I'm renting it. We're going to rent it. And that's how that came along. So I kept it, and I was like, I told Dre, I'm like, listen, babe, we going to add this to the fleet. Like, now we got the 360, we got the champagne wall, and we got the hookahs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So next is the, I want to get the couches, like the sections.
Nice. And I'm because I'm always working, the guy, I met him who does the couches for a lot of your events. Yeah. And he's really good.
Yeah, he is, but.
And it's nice that he's somebody that you can, he's
definitely, shout out to Gary C. He's definitely a call away. But when you're doing these events and you go in these spaces, let's say you get a space, it looks like absolutely nothing and there's nothing in there. When you got your stuff that you already invested in, you go to your storage, you rent the U-Haul. Let's just say that the U-Haul rental will cost you $100. The couches may cost you $2,000 or $3,000, depending how many you need.
Yeah.
But that same $2,000-$3,000, you can start off and get your own sections. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
It just be stuff like that. Like, I feel like it's nothing against the clubs. I love the clubs, but I've always felt like we do, as promoters, as event planners, when you go in a club, you do a lot of work when every dollar could be yours. You figure when you go in a club, you sell 20 tables, the club might sell 60 bottles. Out of that 60 bottles, none of that money is yours. And you're not counting nobody else's pockets, but you like.
But you think about it because you're running the business.
You're in the business. I'm a businessman, so it's like, damn, if I sell 60 bottles, $300. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I want to have control of everything, and that's just me. Shout out to all the clubs, but I'm a businessman.
You got sometimes you got to shake the table.
So yes, I'm a businessman. I just want to do what works for me and my family. Like, and if it's another dollar that can be made without me stepping on nobody's toes or without me doing no backhand shit and undercutting nobody, I'll do that. That's you know what I'm saying. I'll do that because I want to set up longevity. Like, I want to bring back the feeling in my family because I got 3 kids. Like, I want to bring back the family of generational wealth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to do that. Like, I want my kids to be able to, when they get a little older, when they driving and all that, I want them to go set these events up, like, and go do that and go do their thing, and like, and to be able to staff people and all that. Because I don't like want my business to dwindle down or whatever the case may be because I'm getting older, but I don't see me like throwing events like for the rest of my life. But I feel like people gonna always smoke hookah. People gonna always need something to add to their event or whatever. It's definitely gonna be some more stuff added to the fleet because there's a lot of stuff that I see that's not being done that I feel like I can tap in and do. So there's definitely gonna be some other stuff added to the fleet for sure.
Cool. Do you feel like you have any like one single proud moments that have stuck with you? And if so, please tell.
One proud moment that stuck with me. I'm gonna say not drinking. That's a proud moment for me. Not drinking and standing on it.
Yeah.
And like peer pressure and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, being with friends or being around friends or even being out in the nightlife.
I was about to say you work in nightlife
and not having a drink. Like, September will be 3 years since I had a drink. But it's been a proud moment for me because it really helped me step back and look at the box that I was stuck in, and now I'm on the outside of the box and I'm looking in. I'm just like all this, like wasted time. Stuff that I wasn't doing that I knew I should have been doing, or just whatever the case may be. It's just like, it just really helped me get my shit together in a sense. Like, not drinking. Like, some people can handle it. I'm probably one of them people that, it just doesn't go with what I'm trying to do now. Like, if I don't want to do shit all day, wake up at 1 o'clock, I don't want to work out, Want to fuck money up, don't want to tell my kids I can't because I done spent all my money in the club or drinking or whatever the case may be. And I just want, I don't want that shit for myself. I'm just speaking for me. Like, that's just not what I want to do. Me not drinking, that's just been a proud moment of mine. Like, and I still got friends and family to this day be like, well, you dry, you don't drink, you don't do this.
Really?
I just feel like,
because I feel like when you come out, you have that vibe of like, you are lit. Like, and I'm like, he's lit and he's not, he don't drink.
He don't drink. And it's just like, in my mind, I just be like, yo, my life did a whole fucking 360. When I put that cup down, my life turned all the way around. Like, so many other doors started opening. Being able to be there more for my family, be there more for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Being there more for my lady, like my mother, like my sister. People who really, like, these people that I'm naming, they really depend on me. Like, so it's like, if I don't got my shit together, like, who am I? I'm nobody for them to depend on. Like, so that's just like, when I hear that shit, I just be like, all right, like, well, I mean, this is me. This is what I'm doing. Get with it or go the fuck ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. But that's definitely been a proud moment for me. And I know everybody who's around me, who's know the before me and know the now me. I know real friends and real people, and you know what I'm saying, real people in my life who I, keep in my life for a reason. They just be like, yo, I'm really proud of you. Like,
that's
you know
cool.
what I'm saying? I go to the club, I pop the bottle, put it on the table. I get the section lit.
Literally.
I ain't drinking shit. Give me a Red Bull, baby. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at. Like, that shit ain't for me.
I think it's interesting that you mentioned that they are proud of you. I had, we were in Miami, and this is like after we had worked an event, and then we all got hookah after. But it was like it ended up being all girls at a table, and your sister was with us, and she really like opened up to us and was able to tell us like she was so proud of you. And I think that was my first time going out of town with y'all, and I think it was just nice to hear people that solidify. Like, I'm like, I enjoy working here and I enjoy working with them, and it was nice to hear your sister say that she was proud of you.
Shout out to Nicole.
She be getting it in on the break too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who would you say are some of your biggest inspirations?
My biggest inspirations. I might have to say my lady. I might have to say my lady. I watched her for maybe 2 years. Maybe 2 years. I know when COVID hit, everything transitioned. She was working for Social Security. Our son was home every day.
Yes.
Doing school downstairs. And she had to be in front of this computer. But I'm talking about like down to the emails, and she just was like, I could see her breaking down like inside, like mentally, like, and it was just like, and she just was like, I'm ready to leave. And like by this time, like I'm working at Off Tour. I'm still doing everything. I'm still doing my business on the sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm still bringing in like income, like revenue. So I'm like, look, I got you. I'm with you. Whatever you trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Like I'm with you.
Yeah.
And she kept saying it. Like for weeks, she was just she had meetings, trying to like get everything back, trying to see if it was a way that she could still stay and all this and all that. And I just was not. But you know how that was one of them situations where it was like money is not everything.
Absolutely.
So it was your peace. It's like it's your peace. So when she left,
worth way more.
Yeah, and she left, and we having an interview in her
space,
one of her offices,
right?
One of her spaces, like, you know what I'm saying, like. So it's just like, and she is like the real definition of a hustler. Like, and I know, like for me, you know what I'm saying, like in a sense, she kind of remind me of my mother, like, because like, like growing up, like. My mother, like parenting wise, like my mother was my everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't watch my mother raise 3 kids, like, and the word no never came out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even if she had to go get another job, even if she had to work overtime, like she was making sure we had what we need.
Right.
And I feel like with her, like, she's always inventing and finding new ways to add on to her business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have watched her put a lot of people in position. Like, whether it's get their business in good standing, whether it's help them start up a business plan, whether it's find them a space.
Absolutely.
Whether it's, you know,
it's been so many times I see her do it, and I don't even think she know.
Yeah.
She do it.
It's just like, it should be like an appreciation day, like, for all, like, entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Because that shit is not, it's not easy. Like, you really have to, because it's not no, I tell people all the time, like, when you're working at a job, as long as you clock in 8 to 4 or 7:30 to 3:30, every 2 weeks your check is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
When you're an entrepreneur, you really gotta.
You taking a
She might be home working right now. Like, it's no break. It's no. Oh, I don't feel like doing this today. Oh, I don't feel like working today. Like, I mean, you might get a Monday or a day that you don't take off, but if you got your phone and you got your computer, you working. Like, you got your phone, you can check emails on that. You working, whether it's responding to an email or whatever the case may be. Like, I would have to say, she is like one of the big inspirations. She keeps me going. And yeah, and my mother, like, they are like my biggest inspirations. Like, yeah, like, and my little sister too, man. Like, she still work. Like, she work her job, but that hair is, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, she works so hard on her hair, people don't even know that she got a real job. Like, she really, you know, is really into the hair. Like, so I can say, like, those, like, 3 people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, on top, or the top when it comes to, like, inspiration and, like, inspiring. And I would have to say Dovell too.
Okay.
And that's you know, I would have to say Dovell. I watched him. You know, I was there with him, and I watched him, and I watched when he did, before Off Tour, it was a clothing line he started called NBC, $1 Million Clothing, and he wanted it to do what Off Tour is doing now. He wanted it to take off, but he kept saying, that's not it. That's not it. He kept telling me, he'd call. Dovell is one of the, like, he'll call you at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning to ask you one question. And he'll take it in your mind. He take it to consideration everything I say. Like, so, like, I watched him build this brand from the ground up.
From the ground up.
And it's like, in a sense, like, he put me in a position. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, I would have to say him. Like, I watched him, like, work the school, work at Nestle, like, not getting no sleep, take his van, make his van be like a store, take all the seats out, and really pull up on people's block and grind.
Wow.
So it's like, now to see, like, how far he came now, it's like, people, like, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Like, that man ain't going here, he ain't getting no loan, he ain't asking no handouts. He really went out here and figured it out. Like, and that's just where a lot of people lose focus. Like, it's a such thing as a bank. You know, people can give you, like, startups and all that, but, like, man, they ain't take none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't take none of that. Like, he went and really grounded up, and I got it, and I respect it. And it's like, I've been here to see him, everything he's been through, like, and now let me be a part of it. Like, we're going through it together. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they are, like, my top.
That's cool.
They're my top when it comes to, like, inspiration. Like, and we had these conversations all the time, and I'd be like, bro, I don't never want to punch a clock again. Like, ever. Like, I don't want to punch no clock. Like, and I don't mind, like, working. If, you know, like, the world changed, we don't know what's going to happen. Like, and if all else fails, and if
you do what you got to do.
You do what you got to do, but I don't want to punch a clock. Like, I don't want to go work for nobody again. And I never thought that I would be saying that, like, because I remember, like, when COVID hit and I was working in the schools and they told us, yeah, this going to be our last day, our last check going to be in 2 weeks.
Right, that's crazy.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Next day, on the TV, on the news, Amazon was giving out 17,000 jobs. Guess who got up and got dressed and went on there for an open interview and got a job?
Wow, yeah.
Because I can't tell my lady on the first of the month that I ain't got no money because my job ain't giving out money.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't tell my kids, oh no, you can't get this PlayStation card because I I can't. Like I can't. So like when I take all that into consideration, I just be like, ain't no way.
Right.
Like ain't no way. Like
right.
So like it's just stuff like that just keep me motivated and just keep me going.
That's what's up. One thing I wanted to talk about is what is your take? This is a very broad question, but what is your take on Baltimore culture, especially in your industry or in business period? Even from the perspective of the consumers here, what is your take on Baltimore culture?
Baltimore culture, I feel like, honestly, when it comes to, I'm gonna just start with the events because that's like the lane that I'm in. When it comes to Baltimore, I have never. I don't think no other city is litter than Baltimore. I think other cities are lit like us, but I don't think you can get another Baltimore nowhere. And I say that even like when we do the takeovers, I don't care who don't like who beefing with who. People don't do all that shit out of town. It's like out of town we're just one big ass family. It's like
I agree.
It's like
it's weird almost.
Yeah, it is weird because this person are not like this person for over years and don't even talk to this person when they in town. But when we out of town, we just one big and we party. Like we really like party. Like that's one thing I do. Like I will say, I feel like this city is unique. Like I feel like the city has a lot of potential. I like that they brought the CIAA here. I feel like that would give people more chances to visit Baltimore who wouldn't really come to Baltimore because. And so I just feel like it's not another city out here like Baltimore. Like when I go out of town, I tell people like I'm from Baltimore. They're like the DMV. No, I'm from Baltimore. Yeah. Like you're not gonna mix Baltimore with DC. You're not gonna mix it with like I'm not from Maryland. I'm from Baltimore. Like it's a city within Maryland. Like but I'm from Baltimore. And I feel like, Baltimore is like one of the up and coming cities. Like Baltimore is really a dope place, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A dope place to be, a dope place to visit. We have the food, like
oh God.
Yeah, when we go places, I pack my OB seasoning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna always taste a little piece of Baltimore when I go anywhere. Like so it's Baltimore, like look at where we at, 25th Street. Look at all these black businesses. Clothing, like you got Off Tour, you got Huey, you got LRL, you got Screwed. Like these are top tier designers. It's like a fashion district when you come on 25th Street. You can get your weave maintenance done. You can get your nails done. You can get your makeup. All that.
It's crazy that the girl I had interviewed before you, her friend was in here listening, and we was just talking about the hub. And she was like, the location is perfect. She was like, I literally got my lashes done across the street. Like, it's nice that everybody got their own stories for what they come to Black Wall Street for.
Yeah, crazy pudding. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Royal Rags, Woman Boutique. Like, you got everything on 25th Street. Like, literally. Shit like a Rodeo Drive for real. So, yeah, man.
It's definitely lit.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Baltimore is very unique. I love the culture. Yeah, I love everything. I love everything about Baltimore. I'm proud to be from Baltimore.
Me too.
Like,
yeah.
I would move to Miami, but I love Baltimore though. Like it's not a place like it. Yeah. The people, I love it.
Absolutely. How do you feel that your followers or other people view you? And I specifically bring up the two crowds because social media can be one thing and then in person can be another. But how do you think people view you?
I think that people may view me as, people may view me like a fan. In one hand, I feel like people feel like I'm a family man. They know, like I have a family, I have a lady, I have kids, a businessman. People only can view me as what I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like social media is just that, like social media. Like I think that some people sometimes, and I think that the way that the world is, because when we was growing up, we didn't have. We had MySpace. Like MySpace was the shit back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that sometimes like if it doesn't happen on Instagram, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that's just the way that it is. I don't know why it's that way, but it's like social media really took over the world. Like, I mean, I love social media because it's like that's a platform. So and that goes back to when I was talking about keeping your name clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be out here doing anything when you have people who you want to support you or people you want to follow you or whatever the case may be. Like, I just like when it comes to like stuff like that, I just be like, if like going back to the parties, I just be like, if people came to my event, they would always come to my event.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, people might be like, or some people might look at it like, oh, well, he worked out here, they doing this, and he got this going on, they got that going on. What I need to support him for? So, because some people do that. Like, I've been in rooms and I had certain conversations, like, you know what I'm saying? But you'll go support somebody who you don't even know, like, or you'll go to these clubs where give a fuck about black people.
Yeah.
It's just the black dollar.
It's the dollar.
The black dollar keeps all these establishments open.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Do you have a strategy for social media, for Instagram specifically? I feel like you do so well at like always posting, always taking your own, like taking pictures, posting you. Like, you do a really good job at that.
Because I feel like when it comes to anything that you're running when you're running a business, I think that people have to buy in they have to buy into what they see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything facade. I'm not making myself be lit on Instagram. Like, I feel like my life is really lit.
I was
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my life is lit. Like, I feel like I'm lit. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anything that I do on social media, like I can back it up in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just out. I'm not capping.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not great. Get on Instagram and post no money or no shit like that. Like, I'm not going to make myself a target, but I feel like it's just social media. Like, when it comes down to the posting, like, I like to look nice. I like to wear nice stuff. And I work in one of the dopest and one of the most known clothing brands in the city. I'm gonna fucking say everywhere. Like, any piece, everybody wears off toe. Like, everybody knows what off toe is. Like, everybody loves off toe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we be fashion forward. Like, everybody who's involved in off toe is into fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it comes from, you might grab a piece of hair, like, and I might wear off toe, but I might mix it with something else because I do like other clothing brands. Like, Off-White is one of my favorite. Palm Angels, one of my favorite. Balenciaga, one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like everything look better with off toe, with a piece of off toe, whether it's a sock, whether it's an accessory, whether it's the chain, it just look better with off toe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah, and just like, you know, the posting, I like to post a picture of me. I like to post a picture of my kids, my family, traveling, like what we doing, and because it's just social media. Like, I ain't gonna post like I'm right here right now or whatever the case may be. Like, but I like social media.
Yeah,
I like it. It's running the world, so it's like if you're gonna be social, you might as well have a social media. Like, and it's like I connect with a lot of people on that, whether it's all over the world, whether it's
right. It definitely makes the world
whether
smaller.
it's people who haven't seen you, who can't reach you, or whatever the case may be. Like, I feel like social media and Instagram and TikTok, I feel like all that is just like, it's personal, and you know, my page isn't private. Like, my life is private, but my Instagram page is private. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a regular civilian. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to be, you know, treated as such. I don't go in these spots and think that I'm bigger or better than anyone in here. Like, I just want to go out and be out with people who like to have fun, like how I like to have fun. Look nice, how I like to look nice. You know what I'm saying? Take care of their business responsibilities, because that's just what I stand on. Like, I just love life.
That's lit. That's lit.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you feel like you've made it?
No. No. No matter how many have conversations with guys all the time. Like, who know me from when I was a kid, who know me like watching up, and they just be like watching me grow up. Like even my father, like he give me praises all the time. Like, yeah, man, he be talking about you at my job and this, that, and he be having to tell him like, that's my son.
Yeah.
And they be like, hell no. And he'll show him a picture, and they be like, damn, like man, yo really is like nice, or he really a nice person, or really like, you know what I'm saying? And I just be like, it's always room for improvement. You know, it's always, nobody is perfect. Like, I watched a documentary a couple weeks ago. I was getting my hair cut. Shout out to Cuts by Silk. Was getting my hair cut, and we was watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan.
I love that documentary.
Now, I feel like you probably couldn't do no wrong. Like, and so many people, like, they loved him. Like, and all they did was dribble basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just was like,
it's like if you just like whatever you're doing, no matter how simple it is, like if you just take care and like put good work, energy, effort into it, it turns into this big monster that you can just
create. Yeah.
It's so crazy. That's what that show, that documentary definitely like changed how I look at things and how I look at the work I do, and just wanting to put my best foot forward, because it'll reward you. Yeah,
it definitely will reward you. And I just feel like we have so many like talented people, and people just be scared to step out on faith, or like just everything. Like we as African Americans, as black people, we are the shit. Like and it might have took till COVID to hit for me to really open my eyes and really see like there was really businesses out here that we've been supporting. And it's not nothing wrong with supporting other people, but you can really get everything done in house. Like Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So back to the question, like I just feel like no, I haven't made it. I feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, but I always feel like it's room for improvement. I always feel like I can work a little harder, or at the event or something, I might be like, damn, I could have did this, or I know not to do this that time when I could have did that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna I wanna always be looked at as a respectful person, like even to like friends who I don't have contact with no more, or I just don't talk to no more because our life are like on different paths or whatever the case may be. Like, because a lot of times when I do stuff like, or do stuff anything, like I think about like the before and after. Like no matter what the situation is, it could be good or bad. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like when you're raising kids and you have a family, you're a provider, you're a protector, like you think about all that. So it's just that don't feel like I made it. Feel like I just can keep going, need to keep going, and just don't give up. And like, and this just goes to anybody like watching this. Like, I just hope that anything I say here tonight may make you look at me different, or whatever the case may be, or just like even if you don't, like I'm gonna keep doing what I feel as though is right. And yeah, I just don't feel like I feel like it's no right or wrongs in life. Like people make mistakes, people keep going, but I feel like everything you do, like it has consequences to it, and no matter what they are, good or bad. But I just want to not everybody's not gonna like you, everybody's not gonna be proud of your success, everybody's not gonna support you or whatever the case may be, but you just gotta keep going. Like whatever you feel, as long as you go to sleep at night knowing that you did what you were supposed to do, or whatever the case may be, like I feel like you're in a good position. Like, so I just feel like it's always more that could be done. Nice. Always. Yeah. Like it's just always more that could be done. Like, and it's just how I feel about it.
Good answer. Yeah. One last question, because this is primarily a music channel.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite artists, or maybe a favorite song?
Industry wise or here?
Anyway, just
because I can go here.
Yeah.
And I can go industry.
Matter of fact, do both.
Artists here. I'm gonna start with Young D.
Okay.
I'm gonna start, and I'm not just saying that because he's my little cousin.
No, he's
that's
nice.
Really, yes, that's really
like
my
he's
blood
really
little
nice.
cousin, and I feel like he doesn't get the notoriety that he needs. I also feel like sometimes he's in his own way, but lyrically wise, like I tell people all the time, like he gives me a Drake, and I say that because he doesn't have to rap about the street, like the way that he, whatever he does with words, that shit, like it has you like in a sense like, damn, yo, I gotta go back and listen to this, like, damn, like yo just said that, like, but he don't talk about no street shit.
Yeah, like that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope as shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how I feel about Drake. Like, Drake don't talk about the street, but Drake is fucking number one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna start with him. I'm gonna have to go YG Tech.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go Tech.
Tech is like, it's like a Bible talking to you.
Yeah.
Like he really be talking like
to you. Like, yeah, like
real shit.
Like that's Tech is real rap. I feel like Tech is real rap. Like, yeah.
Good answers.
Yeah. What else do I like here? Like, Baltimore wise. Money J. Money J.
He moving right now.
He moving. He doing what he's supposed to be
moving,
doing.
like
He doing exactly what he's supposed to be
shows,
doing.
appearances, networking, like keeping up on social media with it, like
yeah, he doing what he's supposed to be doing. Definitely gonna go Money J. You know, that's family. Like Money J. Like he really, yo is really a professional shit talker.
wow.
Like that's what I will give him, like professional shit talker. Like, yeah, that's what I give him. Like I feel like no matter what you'll do, no matter what you'll drop, like you gonna be like, you might laugh,
yes,
but you might be like, yo, that was hard as shit.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I like him. It's 5. Right.
You don't gotta do 5. What?
Who else would I like really get in the car and listen to? From here, I might be missing somebody. Who you like? Because it might bring somebody to my mind.
From here specifically,
Yeah.
I like Scooter. I like Tech.
Oh yes, I mean, yeah, Long Live up next. Yeah, definitely Scooter. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Scooter gave me
To this day, like
to this day, like, yeah, Scooter definitely one of the ones. Like, I feel like
he really stamped a moment for our city, like that 2016, 2015, like, and then everybody else was dropping on top of that. I think that was just legendary.
Yeah.
Who else I like from
I like Devo. I like Devo.
Devo was definitely a different vibe.
Like, like he gives me I don't want to say like, not like a Brent, I ain't gonna say Brent Fayez, but he gives me like a international, like I feel like you know how somebody be here and they be like, and
then they be blowing up
other
across
places,
the world.
like you be like, damn, like, yeah, like you'll be like, damn, like you're really lit over there, but from his own city, like people might like him. Like, I Don't Want to Be a Player is still one of my favorite songs. Like, it's still one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And when they drop that shit, I tell these niggas I wasn't playing.
The whole club going crazy.
I don't give a fuck what year, what time, it could be an R&B party. When they drop that, everybody get to snapping in their fingers and singing along. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. That's a strong 4. That's a strong 4 for me. I know Scola just dropped a new song.
Yeah, it's hard. I like it.
Yeah, Scola just dropped a new song.
His album is cool. I listened to it fully last week. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, that's my top 5. I'm gonna put Scola in there. Cause I like Scola as a person, and I like him as an artist. Like, and I felt like one of my favorite verses that you ever had was Bus Fare.
I feel like Bus Fare in itself was
the whole fucking song.
I feel like Bus Fare was a moment when it dropped in the wintertime. Just having all 3 of them on one record was just crazy, and everybody's verse was hard, so hard. Yeah,
that shit was hard. Like, That shit was hard. But Scolaverse, like, yeah.
Yeah, Scholar
Scholar
killed
was on
that.
his shit, like,
Scholar
yeah.
killed that.
He
Like,
was on his shit. Like, I was like, yeah, Scholar. Like, yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, they my top 5.
love that.
They my top 5. What, like, Baltimore wise.
Love that.
Industry. I'm gonna put number 1, like right now. I'm gonna say Baby.
Baby burning it right now.
Yeah, Baby burning shit. Like, Baby burning shit. Future.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my number 1.
Future. Gunna. I love
Gunna.
I love Gunna. Like, yeah. Free Gunna, man.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, like, I love Gunna. Fad.
Get out. Like, you my son.
Yeah.
Robby.
Fad. Man, that Fad. Like,
Yes.
Yo, talk that shit.
Yes.
Like, yeah, here how you rewind this shit.
No, for real.
Like,
and he stayed cool.
Yeah.
Like,
And here go one of my hidden secrets. When they come to the captions, and I'm stuck, I go to Fad page.
Yeah.
Yo, like number 1 in my search bar.
Wow.
I go to Fad page.
Wow.
Like, yeah, like he yeah.
I love
Yo, talk
Fad.
that shit. Like, yeah, Fad for sure. If I had to go one more, and we talk like we just saying in the industry, we ain't saying rap, is we?
You know, it don't just gotta be
It
rap.
don't gotta be rap.
Anyway.
You know who I'm fucking with right now, and I like him though a lot. I like Vori.
I like Vori.
I like Vori.
He just dropped Lost Souls, but that first project is my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
I was letting that whole thing run, like,
Yeah.
no skips. Like,
I
yeah.
might give you 10 in the industry. Meek when he on his shit. Meek on his shit. Fed. I can go Brent Fayez. I can go Kevin Gates.
I do not like Kevin Gates.
Why? You don't like him as a rapper, or you don't like him as a person?
I don't know. Every time I listen to his songs, I'm cringing.
No. You gotta listen. You gotta listen, man.
Are you guys send me some songs, then, cause
Drake. Dirk E.O.
Oh yeah.
Dirk E.O.
Baltimore loves Dirk too.
Yeah, Dirk E.O.
We love Dirk.
Yeah, I can go Money Bag.
Oh yeah, Money Bag.
Yeah.
Money Bag for sure.
I like Young Blue too. I like Young Blue.
You vibe. That's a vibe.
Yeah, and one of my favorite, he sing and rap though. Let's see if you can guess it.
I'm scared. Cause why the first person that came to my mind is T-Pain. Sing and rap.
Sing and rap.
Who is singing and rapping outside of Drake?
Robby.
Oh, okay. I don't listen to a lot of Robby,
I like Robby.
but everybody around me loves Robby.
I like Robby. I seen when he came here, he walked out and he did this with his mic
Wow.
for like 3 minutes. And he was like singing your whole shit. Like,
Wow.
yeah. I like Robby.
That's a moment.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
dope.
just leave it right there.
Okay. Good startups.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Cool.
so much. This was an awesome interview, and I'm glad I got to kick off this series with you, the perfect person, my mentor, my OG, all of that.
Yeah,
So
appreciate it. We're just gonna keep grinding, keep building, and you know, we're just gonna keep, because there's a lot of people who don't know 88 events, or don't know the brains behind it, or don't know the team behind it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody on the team.
yeah, shout out to the team.
Yeah,
like,
she's at the door.
absolutely.
Got got C5.
Yeah.
We got the brains, like, you know what I'm saying?
We lit. We
Yeah,
lit.
You know, we got the business, we got the marketing, contract, business, all
of
We
it.
got AE business consult. Like, we got a lot of people.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, we got Taylor. On
Shout
the
out to
hookup.
Tay Tay.
Yeah, well, her calendar ain't full, but we got Taylor. Like, we got some people, man.
Yeah, we got a great team.
Guys, Alex, man, we got some people. Like, we got some people. we know that I just want to create jobs and experiences for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, like I just want to be one of them ones like one thing you did was take care of his people, or one thing you did was try to put people in position. So you know, like that's just what I'm about, like putting people in position and giving people experiences and opportunities they never had before.
Well, I can attest you've done that.
Yeah.
Even when we work and collab with other promoters and stuff, they have great things to say about you and working with you or people that work for you. So I want you to have
and I let the people know, you gotta take care of my people. Like as if it was me, because I'm not. Like at the end of the day, you're a grown woman. You can do what you want to do, but I'm not ready to have you go somewhere where it's not worth. Like it got to be worth it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like you getting up out your bed. Like you know what I'm saying. You going to sit at these doors and you want to deal with people all night, and dealing with people is hard. Like so, and you keep it cool all the time. So I definitely feel like you know, you're gonna be one of them ones.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course, it's gonna take off, man. We're gonna make this energy go viral.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
We got the hookah.
Yeah, we got the hookah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's 88, y'all. Thank you.
Peace out. Appreciate it.
Yay, it's a wrap.